Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. We are fresh off a very successful South Carolina sit-down last weekend. Raised almost $8,000 for sister care. So we're back in the review saddle again. Now today we're up with another cigar from the House of Emilio under their umbrella, Gary Griffith's umbrella of so many good cigar companies in Esteli, Nicaragua. Cigar companies you probably would not have heard of if not for Gary and bringing them to the forefront and to the United States. This is the Guayacan Sabor Esteli Maduro. This cigar uses a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, a Maduro wrapper, Nicaraguan Corojo 99 binder, and Nicaraguan Criollo filler and hybrid Corojo. This is box pressed. As you can see, there is the density, and it is 6x52. In the light, you can probably pick up the edges a little bit. For Maduro, look at it. It's not that dark. It's a dark brown, but it's not nearly as dark as a lot of Maduros we've seen before. The name Sabor de Esteli means the flavor of Esteli. This cigar actually comes in two wrapper versions: the Mexican San Andreas Maduro, which we are reviewing today, and an Ecuadorian Habano. Other sizes are Robusto and Gordo. Robusto, of course, 5x50, Gordo, 6x60. So let's get right to it. The Sabor de Esteli from Guayacan in the Maduro version. Okay, here we go. Nice target. This little square or squared off cap makes a nice, easy, good target for my sidecar. Draw is excellent. The flavors I'm getting at first are a very sweet, almost chocolate covered boysenberry. There's a lot of dark chocolate notes, a ton of coffee notes, some earthiness, black pepper, which is probably now at 8 plus. But it's a lot of boysenberry notes for your sweet flavor, a lot of dark chocolate notes, and a lot of coffee, which is very close to espresso. Some earthiness there. So that's sort of how it starts. Now, where we go from here, we'll find out. As we work our way into about the first inch, the cigar is starting to pick up a little more sweetness, a little more richness, and some slight butteriness. The boysenberry notes seem to be trying to change over to a very sweet cedar, but right now they're still tasting more like boysenberry with a lot of buttery sweetness and a little richness. The chocolate notes seem to be coming out a little more, and everything else is about the same. Still have your coffee. I'll go with straight black coffee over espresso. I said it's very close to espresso, and it is, but I'll go with straight black coffee. A nice dark roast, and the earthiness is starting to fade into the background because of this elevated sweetness and richness and butteriness. So that's where we are. I'd call the cigar a solid medium, and we're going to be at medium to full before very long, I believe. So that's where we are at this point. The finish is sort of a cream with a little influence of those boysenberries. There's a little high-pitched sweetness mixed in with that cream. A little bit of lingering black pepper too. Decent amount actually. So that's where we are at about 1 inch. Well, as we close into the midpoint, we now pretty much have a nice sweet cedar. It is just under prominent. By that I mean it combines so nicely with the chocolate notes, the sweetness of the cedar and the chocolate and just a little bit of that butteriness. You get the illusion, or the flavor reminds you of chocolate icing. It's not quite overly sweet as regular chocolate icing, but it reminds me of that. That's the flavor you get. Now you still have to mix with that nice coffee notes. The earthiness is really way in the background, so it's not much earthiness left. The pepper remains very good. The finish now has a lot of that almost faux chocolate icing flavor to it. It's very sweet, has a little bit of chocolate notes to it. And the lingering pepper, I understated previously, it is very good. So that's where we are. I would give it medium to full, medium to full bodied at this point too. That's where we are. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. I lost a little bit of that buttery richness from about the final third. In its place, you got a little dry wood, but all in all, you still had the chocolatey flavor, sweet cedar, and the chocolate notes made it very nice. Still had reminiscent of the chocolate icing I spoke of, but some of the sweetness or buttery richness did go away. Not the end of the world, because it was still a very good cigar. I really liked the sweet notes in this cigar. It was really very enjoyable. I will stick with medium to full bodied here at the end. Finish was about the same. Pepper remained good on both ends. This is another good cigar that Gary has found. Guayacan, I've reviewed those before and done very well, but this cigar really impressed me from a Maduro standpoint. It was a very good Maduro, and I think a lot of you people would like that, so I urge you to try it. Anywhere that carries House of Emilio cigars will have this cigar, so try it. For me, I'm rating it a 93. I was very impressed. I really enjoyed the chocolatey sweet notes, and the coffee was very good. It was a very good Maduro cigar. That's about all you can say. So there you have it, the Guayacan Sabor de Esteli Maduro Toro 93.